The truth about the death of the most notorious island man, Jeffrey Epstein, is finally revealed, and you wouldn't believe the reason behind it.
We have new images tonight inside the cell where disgraced billionaire Jeffrey Epstein was found dead.
It was confirmed that there was no foul play, meaning Epstein indeed took his own life. And this shuts down all the conspiracy theories that surround his death. But recently it was revealed that the correctional facility where he was incarcerated at played a role in his death.
A new report showing there was negligence, misconduct, and other failures at the New York Metropolitan Correctional Center, and that those all contributed to the conditions that allowed Epstein to himself.
There was a problem with severe staff shortages. The cameras weren't working and the guards not checking on him as often as they were required to, and then lying on their logs. In addition to that, it was also reported that Epstein had access to linens inside his cell, which he then later used to hang himself. And to top it all off, the authorities had failed to assign him a cellmate after another one left, and he was supposed to have one, especially that
2 weeks before his death, he was placed on watch for 31 hours after a failed attempt.
And now this begs the question, is the prison facility really the one to blame for his passing? Jeffrey Epstein was a millionaire who had strong connections with the rich, famous, and the most powerful people. He also owns an island off the Caribbean which he called Little St. James, where he often hosted parties for his friends. That island is most known by the locals as the Island of Sin, where Jeffrey himself was hosting parties and sex trafficking underage girls, which then later led him to being exposed and arrested in 2019.
Epstein is charged in a 2-count indictment. First, conspiracy to commit sex trafficking, and second, the substantive crime of sex trafficking of underage girls.
But in that same year, he was found lifeless in his prison cell in the New York Metropolitan Correctional Facility, where he was kept while awaiting his trial. Conspiracy theories circled around his death, with many saying that it was foul play and that Epstein was murdered in his prison cell and made it look like it was. But just recently, updates were released about his passing. Reports say that there was no foul play and he did take his own life. But it was the prison facility's negligence and misconduct, such as failing to check on him, a camera system that didn't work, and not providing him with a cellmate when it was required, as he was on watch, and all that had given him the chance to kill himself. In the photos released, you can see the scene in his prison cell where he was found lifeless after he hung himself using the linens he got inside. But here's where things go crazy, because despite all the reports and conspiracies being debunked, the public has a different view of what happened. Many believe that Epstein's death was indeed planned. They left comments like this, and this to prove their point. But what do you think? Was it the prison's fault, or was Epstein put down to protect others involved?